This subject of identity is a huge thing in our culture, isn't it? And it's that way in those who would say, hey, listen, I am this gender, but I identify as that. I'm this nationality, but I identify as that. I'm from this people group, but I identify more with them, right? I'm this racial identity, but I actually identify as that. And there's many ways that that's done overtly, but it's not always so overt. Sometimes our identity is all wrapped up in our political affiliation. Sometimes it's all wrapped up in our profession, okay? For me, this was particularly true when I transitioned from ministry back to a regular just job, my business, right? Where my identity was really wrapped up in being known as Pastor Jeff, okay? This was really important to me, and I sort of had an identity crisis when I left vocational full-time ministry and went back to a regular job. It was like I had an identity crisis. Who even am I? You know, I like being called Pastor Jeff. But it can happen for anyone. You know, I'm identified as a business owner, or I'm a politician, or I'm a police officer, or there's many ways that we can get all wrapped up in our identity. We can also be wrapped up in our style, or you know, I'm a punk rocker, or you know, whatever it is. There's many ways. But he's saying basically, these are all the ways that you once walked. These are all the identities by which you once identified. But that old you, that old identity, that old nature, that old person has been crucified and buried with Christ, and now this new person, the new identity is in Christ. That this new identity is the only one that you should be identifying with now. He says, in these things, in these sins, you also once walked when you were living in them, but now you must put them all away. Okay? So that old you, that's who you used to be. But now you got to put all that away. Just let it die.